This is the Friday Spotlight. I'm Wendar, and today I'm going to be showing you a custom Photoshop brush pack that you must have if you plan on doing anything in Photoshop. Now down below I have a link to this site on Adobe's page. It takes you to this area where you can download over 1,000 brushes, all of which are organized and created specifically for use in Photoshop. It took me forever to find these brushes, and that's why I wanted to share it with you now, because I don't want you to have to struggle to find usable, reliable brushes the same way that I did. I had been working in Photoshop for over 6 months before I started using these, but since then I use them in almost every single project that I take on. Scrolling down the list, you'll see a multitude of different categories. Personally, I just downloaded them all, and I'll explain why in a second. But if you want to take the time to look over each one of them more carefully, you can. There are so many crazy options that it's almost too hard to keep track of, from watercolor to spatter brushes to crosshatchers, letterers, and even markers. But bringing them into Photoshop is really easy. You just, after you download them, click on them with Photoshop open in the background, and then bam, now you scroll down your brush list, and at the bottom you'll see all the brushes in a tiny, neat little folder. Cool, so feel free to try this out. My advice for everyone watching out there right now is to not be afraid of downloading brush packs. First of all, if you do it from this website, you're not going to get a virus. This is Adobe's own website. But more importantly, even if you don't envision using every single one of these, it's still good to have them downloaded and imported in case you come across a part in a project when you need something more than just a default brush. If you're still new to the program, my guess is you won't use these at all, or at least not at first, but as you grow and your knowledge of Photoshop grows, you'll understand the power that custom brushes can have on your workflow. And if you're a more experienced Photoshopper that doesn't use custom brushes, I'll say this, just try it. The absolute worst case scenario is you don't like it and now you've wasted the 10 seconds it took to download and import them. But try it, see if you like it, if not, move on, simple. And if you found this video at all helpful or informative, leave a like down below. If you have questions, leave it in the comments, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I upload replays of my Twitch live streams on Tuesdays, my Photoshop projects on Wednesdays, and helpful or interesting spotlight videos like this one on Fridays.